Alright, what's up guys, it's John here. And I'm going to talk about the SmackDown Money in the Bank match, or the World Heavyweight Title Money in the Bank match. Basically, I'm just going to launch right into it. Who I think should win, I said this in my last video. Either Rhodes or Cesaro. Rhodes really needs it at this point. Like, he's a great wrestler. And his career hasn't really been too well since Legacy, other than the Intercontinental title runs he had. I mean, he had those Intercontinental title runs. He was in a team with Drew McIntyre. They're trying out his tag, or they tried a team with Damien Sandow, the Team Rhodes Scholars, which failed. And I can see the way Rhodes wins this is, like, both Sandow and Rhodes are on top of the ladder with everyone else down. They don't know what to do. They're friends. Rhodes throws him off the ladder and wins, going face and actually getting the briefcase. Then they'll have a main event face, which WWE needs. So that could be a way for Rhodes to win Money in the Bank and have a good singles run away from Sandow. As for Cesaro, his United States run was very impressive. They really dropped the ball with how they should have ended it. They kept him off WrestleMania and had him lose the title on Raw. It was a really long reign, and I didn't like Cesaro at first because he didn't seem like the kind of guy I'd like. He was the womanizer character at first with Oksana. Then they dropped Oksana, and he was the pro-America, anti-American guy, which I liked that. But then they kind of altered a little and gave it to Swagger and Coulter. So they changed his gimmick again to yodeling, which was terrible. And then they stuck him with Swagger and Coulter, which is going to be good for him, because he's getting that, like, he's getting up there again. But Cesaro, after losing the United States title, and even during his United States title run, Vince was like, alright, I don't see it in him, because they gave his gimmick to Swagger, really. So those two are who I think should win. I only had like 245 right now. Who I think will win is Swagger. Yeah, they want to keep Swagger, Ziggler, Del Rio going. Swagger Del Rio was not a good feud. Ziggler Del Rio has just been completely one-sided. Swagger, Ziggler could be great. All three together could be great. Yeah, that's who I think is going to end up winning, and he'll be his second Money in the Bank briefcase, and he's the only guy in there that's been a world champion. I think an interesting dynamic for the Money in the Bank briefcase could be if Dean Ambrose wins it, because they could go a few different ways with this. One, Rollins and Reigns get jealous because he has the world title briefcase. He's not focusing on justice, but they continue with the Shield, and then when Ambrose cashes in and wins it, they attack Ambrose because he's not focused on justice anymore. He's more focused on gold than anything, which could be a good way to take Ambrose out of the picture and have him get that singles run, which he's a great singles wrestler. He's great on the mic. He could work on his ring skills a little bit, like maybe sell a little better. Another way they could have the Shield go with Ambrose as Mr. Money in the Bank would be whoever the champion is, the Shield attacks, and then Ambrose cashes in, and my power just cut out. Great. Yeah, Ambrose cashes in after a Shield attack. They attack whoever the world champion is, like say Ziggler. They could have some weird way where it's like Ambrose is United States champion, the other two are tag champions, and then they have a Freebird rule with the world title, which I think could be something worth trying with the United States title before actually going with the World Heavyweight title. Like, maybe have Rollins and Reigns lose the tag titles, try it out with the United States title. If it works, put the tag titles back on Rollins and Reigns, and then give the world title to Ambrose and let them do it with that. As far as the others go, Fandango, he was slated for an Intercontinental title run. Hey! My power's back. He was slated for an Intercontinental title run. He got his concussion. They gave the title to Curtis Axel, and now he's in this. Sandow, he had his testing the waters feud with Sheamus, which could be good for him either way. It could be either, okay, he's good, put him in the main event scene, so he's the main eventer and could end up with the world title, or it's he's not good enough for the main event yet, he's not quite what we're looking for, let's keep him in the upper mid card, which could be good for him anyway, because if he's not good enough for a main event yet in their eyes, then he can work on that. And Barrett, doesn't really seem like they want main eventer world champion Barrett anymore. I mean, they tried it with Nexus. He lost WWE title matches. They tried it with his feud with Orton. That didn't quite go. And now that I think about it, anyone who has a main event push with their first feud against Orton doesn't work. 3 examples I can say right off the bat. Barrett, he got injured. Kofi, he just dropped back down the card for whatever reason. And Christian, it was completely one-sided. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Money in the Bank. The world title Money in the Bank. Not quite as long as a video as usual, but my picks to win: Rhodes, Cesaro. Who I think will win: Swagger. Thanks for listening. If you have any comments on what I just said, leave a comment. Like, subscribe, do whatever. I don't really mind if you don't. I don't really care if you don't. It's just, hey, do it. Yay. Other topics I will be talking about in the future: the Wyatt family, RVD, Mark Henry, and inspired by Ben's vlog number 3, where he answered my question, will be William Regal and the brand split, which is no longer in existence. And if I didn't say it, Coulter. Zeb Coulter, Swagger, and Cesaro, their 3-way group. So yeah, that's it for now. See you guys later. I'll see you, so talk to you guys later.